Okay, 2 weeks ago, I shared a reel on Instagram and it received over 400 comments. And many people messaged me saying how much it helped them. And since not everyone follows me on Instagram and some only listen to this podcast, I thought I would share it here too. And in this reel, I asked you all a question. So the question was, what is the best word to describe your concussion recovery? And don't worry, I won't read them all, or I will be here for an hour. But because many people gave similar answers, I will pick out a few. And if you want to read them all, you can also check out the post. It's the reel that I posted on February 1st. So let me scroll to the comments. The best word to describe your concussion recovery. Someone responds interesting, bumpy, rocky, fucking frustrating. Continuous, confusing, grateful, overwhelming, slow, humbling, beautiful, circus, challenging, helpless, never ending, patience, shifts, eye opening to a lot of things, uphill, still climbing, exhausting, invisible, slow and steady, weird, non existent, isolating, frustrating, overwhelming. A roller coaster, for sure. Scary journey. A rebirth. Long. For me, it felt like drowning every day. Torture. Time does heal, but it's not linear process. Strength. Depressing. Empathy for others. Unsure and scary. Another situation that people can't see the injury. I get no compassion. Surprising. I had zero knowledge of concussion and even less on the timelines of recovery. I think we all feel like this. Slow, uh, a maze. Yeah. You think you're almost out, but you're not. Expensive. True. Someone says, this is scary for me reading the comments. There was a before and after. Life is not a linear path. True. Unpredictable. That's also true. A really slow backward loop in a forward direction. Good one. Slow and long. Long, life changing, marathon, not a sprint. Some days feeling like swimming through mud, frustrating and transformational. Reformation. Ongoing. A struggle. Chaos. Yep. Shit show. Yep. Life changing, empowering. Traumatic and draining, but also life changing. Because of my TBI, I now have access to opportunities that I would not have previously had. Everything is part of God's plan. It's beautiful. Misunderstood. Yep. A blessing in a really tough space. Yep. It's been very hard and sometimes still is, but at the same time, I'm grateful for how I'm growing in ways I never thought possible. Learning to really listen to my body, to discover who I really am below all the adaptations and survival modes. Let's see, boring. All right. Non existent until guitar therapy. That's a nice thing. Most people are mentioning the same words like roller coaster, traumatic, patient, slow, unsure, rebuilding. So many comments. I love that everyone reacts to this post. Let me see if there is thing. Oh, this one. Ebb and flow of the ocean's tide. Yep. Always riding those waves, right? The setbacks and everything. Let me see if there is still another comment that I didn't mention yet. eye-opening. I lost part of my old self, but I also gained many new things with this process. My recovery helped me unreveal some old traumas and bad habits that I never knew before the injury. That's beautiful. Mm, people are responding. Helmets. Yep. Helpless. Yeah. I think we all feel this in a part in our recovery because we go to doctors and people don't understand, or people say, hey, don't focus on your concussion all the time, that makes everything better. Oh, then you will feel so misunderstood, right? Let me see if there are still some other comments. Yeah, I think most of them are the same. So you can scroll through them as well. I shortly just want to share this with you. I hope you find some recognition and see, hey, I am not alone in this, because you are not alone in this. Every year, there are over, I read it yesterday, or over 43 million people worldwide every year who sustain a concussion. And these are only the reported ones. There are many that are still unreported. So can you imagine how many people are struggling with the same thing? And we all think we are alone in this. So yeah, I just hope to make a difference with my Instagram, this podcast, and of course with the community, because you're not alone in this. And if I can help you with anything, let me know. Coming Monday, so after this weekend, on Monday, February 19th, I'm opening the doors to the community again. So if you feel like, hey, I'm feeling alone, I need more help, you're welcome to join. The doors remain open for 1 week. And in this community are experts who can help you. There are 84 people, 84 experts who created classes and courses to provide the correct knowledge. And there are over 200 members in this community, other concussion survivors who are going to the same thing as you are. So you are not alone. I just hope these words help. And if you feel like, hey, I want to read more of these comments below this post, just go to the post on Instagram. It's the post from February 1st, 2024. So I hope this helps you. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I really hope this was helpful for you. If it was, and if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or YouTube, would you maybe do one small thing in return? Leave a short review or thumbs up on YouTube. The more reviews this podcast will get, the easier it is for other people to find this podcast and to feel less alone and lost in their journey. Oh, and one last thing. I would love it if you share a helpful episode on Instagram in a post or in a story and tag the concussion community in it. Or you can always send me a direct message. I love to see who is listening. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.